It's Wednesday, August 5th. I'm trying something new with my coffee. I don't want to break my fast so early, although I'm going out to lunch today. I normally don't eat until 3. I don't want to break my fast, but I'm not a super big fan of black coffee. So I have ghee in my coffee. I don't know if you've heard of that, people putting butter in their coffee. It adds a little bit of oomph, but ghee doesn't have, ghee is pure fat from butter. It gets the milk solids out of the butter. And fat doesn't break my fast. Like protein does. So, I'm trying it with butter. Ghee. It's a little strange. I need a whisk, like I ordered a frother so that I can emulsify it a little better, because it's not really emulsified. Good morning, I'm Barbara. Having a bulletproof coffee. That's what they call it, bulletproof coffee. It's a keto thing. There are teas, butter teas, in the Middle East. People drink buttered tea. So, it's interesting because I can smell the ghee. Tastes good though, you know. Tastes alright. So I think when my frother gets here and it kind of, you know, which is like a tiny little beater, I can just beat it in my cup. I think that'll work. So anyway, just woke up. Going to take my mother-in-law to lunch today. We have a cute little restaurant that we like that has outdoor seating, which is what we require. So we're going early so that we can be sure and get a seat. She usually eats lunch, and I think she usually eats lunch around like 11:30. That's when we're planning on being there. But since I don't usually eat till 3, it's a little early for me, but that's not the point. The point is to get my mother-in-law out of the house. So I'm not sure if Dennis is gonna go stay with his dad or not. She seemed to think it would be fine. The problem with him not going is that his dad gets antsy and has, you know, he calls, "Where are you? Why aren't you home?" kind of stuff, you know, which means that she, you know, it's hard to relax when you know somebody's there. So it would be better if Dennis were there, but I'm not sure either of them wants that. So. Him or his father. So we'll see what happens. I suspect that he won't go. But we're going to go have some lunch, and then we're going to go look for some pretty sundresses for Sammy for her birthday. And we have some books that Isabel really loved. The Chew books by Neil Gaiman. And I think, and they're sitting in a box here. You know, we just don't have the girls here enough to make it worthwhile to have a library of wonderful books that and I'm pretty sure they don't have the Chew books at home. So there are 3 of them. I'm gonna send them along too. And at some point, and I haven't done it yet, so it'd probably be more for Christmas, I'm going to go through all my costume jewelry and come up with some jewelry boxes for the girls full of necklaces and cool things. Because I have a lot of jewelry. Oh, speaking of which, my earrings. These were a gift from my friend Linda, I think. And these are like a pool, you know, these were made like with a pool of silver and just made into a little pool and then turned into earrings. so they're not exactly the same, but they're, you know. I got a lot of gifts of earrings for, you know, it's nice when you know somebody sort of collects things and likes things and will appreciate something and wear it, you know. And the things about earrings is you wear them every day at work and now at home. These are good earrings for a knitter. Some earrings you got to be careful if you're wearing sweaters. They snag, and that's always an issue. Like those bees I wore the other day, I couldn't wear those with a sweater because they're long and they, you know, sharp, pointy, catchy places. So you got to be careful about things like that. These would be good. Oh, anyway, as I kind of predicted, hey Maisie Daisy, you want to come and say hi? I did not work on my sweater yesterday. Come here, pup. Come here. Come and say hi. Everybody wants to say hi to you. There's my Maisie Daisy. There you go. Show your face. Show your face. Pearl was here right before I got the camera organized. I don't know where she is. She might be out back. You might be seeing her, and I can't tell. It's a little sunny today. Oh, so it poured rain yesterday until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The electricity flickered several times. The TiVo rebooted several times. And then about 2 o'clock, it cleared out. Come here, pup. People want to see you. People want to see you and say hi. There's my pearly girl. There's my pearly girl. Yeah, all right, good. Phew, dog sightings. About 2 o'clock, it cleared up and we were able to take the dogs for WALK. I don't know why I'm spelling it because they can spell now too. Perambulation. Now we're going to perambulation. Oh, there's not a cloud in the sky today. So we were able to go for a walk. And by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we were able to have our cheese and wine and cheese on the deck. And it was gorgeous. And it is a glorious day. It is dry and cool. It must be 70 out here. So it's going to be a very nice day to have lunch on the patio at Green Street Cafe. So that's the plan. So anyway, we're going early, so we're sure to get a seat outside. And she and I are both keto, so we'll have omelets or something like that. And it will be lovely. And then we'll look for party dresses. And cards. We need cards. And then I need to package things up and go to the post office because her birthday's on the 12th. Dennis's birthday's on the 10th. So what's today? It's the 5th. So his birthday's coming up. So I said, "What do you want me to cook you dinner?" He said, "I want to pretend like it isn't even happening." I'm like, okay, I can do that. That's easy. We don't buy each other presents. We stopped doing that a while ago, which makes me kind of sad because I've got some things I really love that Dennis bought me, but it's so stressful for him to buy gifts. Very stressful. So we got into the habit of, you know, sort of giving ourselves a birthday allowance to buy a birthday present. His fancy Breville espresso machine is his birthday present. But I told him he might as well get it early if he knows that's what he wants. Because it's his birthday present for, you know, Friday or whatever the heck day is. The 10th. No, it won't be Friday because it's only the 5th. Well, it's 5 days from today. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. His birthday's on Monday. So we've been enjoying it for months now, and boy, it's been fun. It's been fun to have that while we're in lockdown because, you know, we got into a ritual and he makes me a cappuccino right around noon. He has coffee and makes me a cappuccino. So he's already gotten his birthday present. I didn't get my birthday present yet because I have no idea what I want. don't need anything. I mean, really. So I started Ella's Boxy last night. Dennis and I played some EverQuest together, and then it was getting late and I was tired of that, so I just went and cast on Ella's Boxy. Earlier in the evening, I had been watching the Fat Squirrels podcast, and I hand wound the first skein of that yarn because I didn't want to go upstairs, and my winding stuff is upstairs, and I'm trying to avoid the stairs whenever I can. So I was watching the Fat Squirrel, and so I just wound that first skein into a ball, and I cast on that. But since I had wound it into a ball instead of a cake, I only had one end available to me. Normally I do a oh my gosh, the words. Cast on, you know. I can't believe I can't think of the name of my normal cast on, where you put it in your hands and you go like this. You know the one I mean, but you have to, long tail. You have to have a long tail. A long tail cast on. And since I hate figuring out, and I'm very bad at figuring out how big of a tail I need, and this is 390 stitches to cast on, and you do not want to get to 345 and find out you didn't have enough tail. So I would typically cast that on using both ends of the ball, and I just loosely tie it, and then I do the long tail cast on however many I need, and then I cut one of the yarns, and then I knit with the other one. And that means I have two ends to weave in at the start, but it's a very, very minor price to pay for not having to worry about whether or not my tail's long enough. But because I wound this into a ball, I couldn't do that. So, so I did a knitted cast on, which I like well enough, but you don't have to know how much yarn you need for it. And so so I did a knitted cast on where I would typically do a long tail cast. And I'm, just got it started. I have my knit night tonight, so I'm thinking I might set up my laptop and some lighting and whatever so that I can sit at the table when I talk to the ladies and work on my seaming while I talk. We're not too chatty. We talk, but we don't, you don't have to pay attention. You can do something with your hands while people are talking. So I think I could do the seaming while we talked, and that might make it more pleasant. So I might do that. Or I'll just sit there and work on Ella's sweater, because stockinette, I'm almost done with starts with a few rows of ribbing. I'm almost done with that. And then it'll just be stockinette for, more than a foot. Over 390 stitches, so that's a lot of stockinette. That'll keep my mind unoccupied, my hands occupied while I do whatever I want. That's the plan. So anyway, I gotta stop talking and get this up and going because I have a lunch date. I had trouble falling asleep last night, but other than, that's because I told you yesterday I've been sleeping well for the last few days. I don't know why I do that. I jinx myself. I walked the dogs yesterday and my knee seemed okay, but I was very careful not to do steps. I'm doing the steps one at a time, like I'm a 2-year-old. Very carefully. So far so good with that. And otherwise I gave my in-laws your good wishes. Some of you sent good wishes for their anniversary, and I passed those along yesterday. They're doing fine. Daddy got some sparkling, my brother brought sparkling wine and cider for everybody in the dining room, and he had flowers delivered and stuff to celebrate their 70th anniversary. So they celebrated, and he had his camera there, and people took their picture. So we will get a picture of them celebrating their 70th anniversary. So he turned it into an event at his apartment house, and so, or living, whatever, assisted living, I guess I could call it assisted living, personal care home, and so that was fun. So that's it. I'm gonna say goodbye. I hope you are all well. I hope you are having as gorgeous weather as I am having today. It couldn't be more beautiful. I can't believe it's August. Really gorgeous. We've got sticks in the yard like crazy because it was a hurricane that came through. We did not have any tornadoes, so that was good. Not that I've heard of anyway, and certainly not very close to us. And Susan, who's an hour east of me, her power was out for 3 hours, she said. So we got very lucky to only have a few blips. And that's that. So I will say goodbye. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day, and please stay safe and stay safe.